Raise your hand if you think or believe that Donald Trump's vibration is high. No one? Okay. Raise your hand if you think or believe Elon Musk's vibration is high. Still no one. Raise your hand if you believe Hitler had a high vibration. What am I getting at? Today's message, Love Posse. Does your vibrational frequency affect your ability to attract anything that you want? With those three examples, you can assume that my answer is no. Okay, pretty good assumption. I think it's more complicated than that. So we have been told, I have said it myself, I think I have a couple videos about it, raising your frequency, raising your vibration. It's all about frequency, right? This is what people talk about, vibration and frequency. To attract what you want, you have to have a high vibration and frequency, or high vibrational frequency. Let's look at Donald Trump. We know his vibrational frequency is not high. Let's look at Elon Musk. We know his vibrational frequency is not high. Let's look at Adolf Hitler. We know his vibrational frequency wasn't high, and yet they've been able to attract what they want. Both two of the most despicable human beings, unconscious human beings on the planet, Adolf Hitler and Donald Trump. Low vibrational frequency, and yet presidents of countries, public stature, right? Notoriety, fame, money, wealth, leaders of countries, and they had low vibrational frequencies. Donald Trump has a low vibrational frequency. Elon Musk, low vibrational frequency. And he's an ultra billionaire. So, does your vibrational frequency affect your ability to attract or manifest what you want? Again, seems no, like it's no. So, let's go back and talk about vibrational frequencies. In his book, Power versus Force, Dr. David Dawkins created this map of consciousness. And he had 17 stages of vibrational frequencies. And he was able to calibrate these 17 stages, these emotions of consciousness, from shame as the lowest vibrational frequency in terms of hertz, and enlightenment as the highest vibrational frequency in terms of hertz. So you have these three people, the Trump, Hitler, and Musk. low vibrational frequencies, but still able to attract what they want, right? Because I would think, based on all the information out there from these people sharing this information about vibration and frequencies, money is high. That's a high vibration. Billions of dollars, high vibration, and yet the person, low vibration. Running a country to attract that position in itself, high vibration. You have people who are ill, right? They have dis-ease in the body, and yet some of them are millionaires and billionaires. Some of them are CEOs of corporations, have hundreds and thousands of people working for them. That stuff is high vibration, and yet they have attracted dis-ease in the body. What am I getting at? It's freaking more complicated than just raising your vibration and your frequency. That's the issue. These people out there are not telling you that it's complicated, that it's not simplistic. You can't just put this frequency vibration in a box and say, raise your frequency and your vibration, because it's all about that and you will attract this. There are people with low vibrational frequencies running the world. Running the world. Now let's look at let's look at the flip side. People with high vibrational frequencies. Jesus. We can assume that Jesus had a high vibrational frequency, and yet he was nailed to the cross. We can assume that the Dalai Lama has a high vibrational frequency, and all those monks in Tibet, high vibrational frequency. And yet, Dalai Lama can't go back home to his own country, to Tibet. The monks in Tibet who are still alive and were not murdered by the Chinese are prisoners in their own country, prisoners of the Chinese. You've heard those sayings or those questions. Why do bad things happen to good people? Good, high vibrational frequency. And yet, these low vibrational things happen. They attract or manifest these low vibrational things. It's not as simplistic as these people out there are telling you and teaching you. Because this universe, this expansive universe, is not simple, is not simplistic. It's not this or that, or in this or that box. See, even these people who think that they are so conscious or enlightened, either they're not realizing it or they're just not telling you I'm going to tell you because I know I have maybe that much of consciousness, and still it's enough where I'm farther on the path than most people on this planet. But yet and still, it's just that much. But what they are not likely saying, because I don't follow all these people. Spirit tells me who to listen to, who not to listen to. I believe these people are doing what most people do. Scientists do, anthropologists do, all these people do, who hold themselves out to have authority or expert or knowledge, this and that. Within their own consciousness, they are attempting to make sense of something they can't necessarily explain or really don't understand. So they have to create something, make something out of nothing in order for them to understand consciously, because they really don't know, and this is what they come up with. And that's what scientists do. They don't know about the universe. And so they try to make sense of it because they don't have the consciousness. Maybe one here, one there. They don't have the consciousness to understand something that's indescribable, unexplainable, that's constantly shifting and changing. The cosmos is conscious. Therefore, it's always expanding. And our little human pea brain cannot explain the unexplainable. But in order to explain the unexplainable, we come up with something. And usually that something is something simplistic. It doesn't do it justice. It will never do it justice. Why not just say, I don't know? But most people don't do that. They tell you it's this or that. Raise your frequency, raise your vibration. You can attract what you want. It's more complicated. I want to add in that it's also about desire and focus and focusing on that which you want consistently and seeing it, bringing it to you, even when you're sad and depressed. I've been sad, I've been depressed, suicidal, and yet I'm able to bring to me that which I want. Sad, in fear, all these on Dr. Dawkins' map of consciousness, these are low vibrational emotions, and yet I'm able to manifest big things, travel around the world, being a documentary filmmaker, an international speaker, a successful attorney, while having these low vibrational frequencies. So what I'm saying is, it's complicated. Stop trying to figure it out, okay? Just do what you do. right? I still meditate, take walks in nature, listen to high vibrational music, journal, do all of that. And still, I attract to me some challenging, gnarly stuff. And at the same time, some beautiful, wonderful, magical, wealthy stuff. You see, it's complicated. This universe is complicated. We're complicated beings. It's not going to fit in a box. And people need to tell you that it's not going to fit in this box. There's diversity in nature. Like this is diverse. How you can have these, what we would call unconscious, horrible people living large wealth and decadence. And then you can have these beautiful, conscious people like Jesus and the Dalai Lama going through their challenges, being murdered, having to flee from your home and never be able to go back, being a monk and being murdered. So does your vibrational frequency affect your ability to manifest what you want? Not necessarily, no, but not necessarily. Let's just say it that way. There's so many variables. We may never know. We may never understand, and you have to be okay with that. So if your vibrational frequency doesn't affect your ability to attract what you want, why raise your vibrational frequency? Or why raise your vibration? Why raise your frequency? People usually say vibrational frequency or vibrational frequency. Why? Why raise it? So you won't go out in the world, be in the world, contaminating the energy in this universe, on this planet. Go out in the world as an emotional, vibrational, energetic pollutant, causing harm to everyone around you, all living beings. I would hope that all of us who are on this path, whether you are attracting what you want or not, can understand that there's a benefit to having higher vibration. It's not only an individual benefit, it's a collective benefit, it's a cosmic benefit. Shame and guilt are downers. Those are the two low. Shame is the lowest vibrational frequency and guilt is right above it. No one wants to be around people in those vibrations unless they are in those vibrations. And our energy, our vibrational frequency affects everything around it. Don't be a pollutant. Don't contaminate the world with these low vibrational frequencies and understand that it's not necessary to have a high vibrational frequency in order to attract what you want, but have a high vibrational frequency because you are a conscious, loving human being. And again, the universe, the cosmos, is not simplistic. It's complicated. We're complicated. It's not as simple as vibration and frequency. I've given you some examples where some of this stuff just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I've heard it on my journey over and over again. Attract what you want, raise your vibration. Attract what you want, raise your vibration. Raise your vibrational frequency. Raise your frequency to attract what you want. You don't have to raise your frequency to attract what you want. Wealth is a high frequency because the universe is all about abundance. There's abundance everywhere. That's a high frequency, but you have low vibrational people attracting something that is high frequency. And get this is good. The tap, the abundance, wealth, prosperity tap is controlled by you. The abundance, wealth, prosperity tap is controlled by you. I say tap because you can turn it on and turn it off. But the thing about abundance, wealth, and prosperity in terms of consciousness, abundance is not limited. It's not limited. It doesn't stop on its own. It doesn't stop on its own. It keeps coming and coming. That's why these billionaires can continue to make money, 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 money. And people keep saying, how much is enough? Because they want more and more, and the universe is giving them more and more because the universe knows nothing about a limitation and what's enough, right? Those are constructs. We created limitation. We tell ourselves, that's enough. I only want this much. That's enough. But these people, these ultra-rich people, they have tapped into it. They know that there is no end to abundance and wealth and manifestation. So they keep attracting more and more and more and more. And the rest of us, what? We have this schism. Maybe it's shame or guilt, right? Because these people, low vibrational people, are still attracting what they want. And we don't want to be like them. That's your choice too. You don't have to be like them. You just have to understand that it's complicated. It's not cut and dry, as so many people want you to believe, as so many people are telling you, It's cut and dry. Thank you, Love Posse. Peace and love to and for all sentient beings.